I'd like to borrow Brucey's mat and have Amy and Kate come over here. Parivrtta, Janu Sirsasana. Okay. As inside Janu Sirsasana, I ask you to orient yourself to the side of the mat, so you do the same. When I bring my leg back, the instructions are the same. The heel to the groin, the heel to the same groin, and the toes touch the thigh. But this angle has to be made more obtuse. And when I do this, I might hold my foot, but I have to roll. There's a lot of rolling action in this pose. Here's a rolling calf, here's a rolling thigh, here's a rolling of the foot. And here is the improper rolling of the buttock. I've let my buttock roll out. So when I have to make the revolving action, then I'm tight in the waist and this buttock flesh is left behind. So once I've made this adjustment of the foot, I feel I've got my buttock out behind me. So I take my hand here, and I tuck the buttock flesh under. So now I'm still on the center of this underside of the thigh, but I feel the cutting edge of the outside of my extended leg and my bent leg. Like when I was standing over there, I said it. That was really more for this position here. Because now, this is what has to descend down. Now I have this buttock bone tucked under. So as you were doing Parivrtta Parshvakonasana in the chair, you felt your buttock bones firmly secure on the chair seat. The sticky mat, they were down, and you could turn. Now I have this extended buttock bone underneath me as opposed to away. So especially with hip joints, you want to keep in line, and anyone that has extra flesh here, you've got to tuck in this back of the buttock. Okay, so now as I continue my lift and turn, I can, in fact, slightly more readjust the back leg. So from the groin to the knee, there's an extension. From the groin to the foot, there's an extension. From the groin to the root of the thigh, I have to lift up and turn. So, but before you do, you catch the hand here at the knee and get this full revolving here. Now that I have this full revolving position, this Parivrtta of the back body, I'm conscious of what's happening in the front body. Now I open up my arm out to the side leg. I continue going down. So now I have myself oriented. The buttock bones are down. The calf and thigh are rolling. And I bring myself over the extended leg. But you'll see, here I'm staying too fixated on keeping the under buttock down. When I come, you see how my leg makes a slight roll. It's rolling to here. But as I come forward, extending rather over the front leg, this part of the hip has to ascend up. I still have a sense of the outer hips compact and moving in, even though this buttock is slightly off the floor. I don't go overly so. I still have this extension. I still have from the big toe to the knee that extension. Okay, so now I continue coming down. So once I have come down with my shoulder catching the inside of the knee, now I turn. I turn from the underside of the body and revolve the top side behind me. This is where the Parivrtta action is in the rib cage. And I finally make the final catch. Once you've made the final catch, it's possible you may have to readjust. Catch your elbow, bring it out, descend your shoulder down. The elbow out, descend the shoulder down. And now from the root of the thigh, I have to extend my trunk towards the head side to make the final revolve of Parivrtta Janu Sirsasana. To exit, I bring my hands to the side of my leg and I come up facing the front. Right, ready? Sit in Dandasana. Thank you. With the left side of you coming close to the outside of the left mat. Bend the right knee. The catching here at the inside of the knee will allow you to have plenty of space at the inner knee, and the calf and thigh roll away from each other. Bring your heel to the right groin. The toes angle towards this inside of your thigh. Now, you can lift the foot slightly up and bring it backward, but the orientation of the forward leg and where the ankle, the knee, and the hip should be in that same alignment on this left side of the mat. Okay? So now that you've brought the back leg back, and you see how you can roll with your right thigh behind you, roll with the calf to the floor. This leg here, this buttock has to be tucked in. So I reach underneath here from your left side, and with the left finger, tuck the left buttock under. See if that slight descending down feels secure. Is there a secure feeling, even in the narrow people? Okay, because that is where you have to take under this extended leg. You're Parivrtta-ing yourself over a straight leg. And the more this buttock bone is underneath you, like in Parivrtta Konasana, it will feel best, okay? Turn on exhalation to the bent knee. Now that you've hook the hand at the head of your knee. Walk the back hand behind you and catch the sticky mat. So once you've caught the sticky mat behind you, raise yourself fully up, and the right ribs now have to go inside. They can't go out. The left ribs have to reach away from you because they're going to reach down to the inside of your left leg. Now, slide your left hand, still facing me, the back of your hand against the inside of your calf. So now you're coming at this orientation. Now the hand that's still on the floor, you could give an extra push, but there should be the rolling effect of rolling on the crown of your right foot, rolling the head of the calf out, the back of the thigh in the down position, okay? So the whole left buttock, revolve it underneath you. Okay, now continue sliding the hand down. As you go a few inches, readjust and relift. Remember, it's not just only going down. It's extending out over the leg and revolving your top body around. But the bottom body has to be secure. Amy, I'd like you to sit up on a blanket. Yeah, okay. So once you've come down, and it may be that your hand can only stay in this forward palm position, but that can turn the hand with the thumb facing down towards the arch of the foot, and the fingers coming around, so the thumb towards the ankle and the fingers coming around the arch of the foot. All right, now your right hand, bring it forward and catch your left elbow and bring it away from the knee. See what happens. Now, I know it throws your right shoulder, right trunk forward, but it's not a lost cause. It will be able to roll up and go back in the final position. Maybe placing a blanket like that. So now as you descend the back of your left leg closer and closer to the floor, lowering your your left arm to come in contact with the inside of the leg, you feel a fixation. Bringing your right hand to your ear, there has to be a rolling effect now that the whole right ribs have to lift up, keep lifting up, and go away from this right leg. Extend the arm behind the head and catch the foot. So if you need to readjust the bottom elbow, now you know you can catch the foot. You can bring your hand to the elbow, bring it out, yep. And with the underside of your right shoulder, right armpit chest, elongate from the very root of the thigh, the whole trunk in this revolving action. Remember what's revolving. Right ribs coming up, coming around, left ribs tucking underneath you. Observe how much the left ribs tuck under and the similarity of the alignment of the hip and the head in Parivrtta Konasana to now Parivrtta Janu Sirsasana. That's right. Another inhalation and exhale. That extension, Kelly. And now come around with both hands on either side of the knee, facing the front leg, and come up. Pause a moment as you bring your right leg forward in Dandasana. Kelly, I know the knee's elevated. Is this the knee that you've been rehabbing all this time? Yeah. It feels okay to be slightly lifted. Would you want to push it into something, side two? I mean, like maybe you could have put that blanket underneath the leg. So side two, if there's an elevation of your knee, maybe put that blanket there. Let's go to side two. Catching yourself over to the right side of your mat. Bend the left knee and bring the heel to the groin of your left leg. Once you have that, make sure, and I'm turning myself like so, that you've caught the foot completely. Get the turn of the foot, the turn of the ankle, the turn of the calf, and the whole rolling action of this forward thigh. Okay, so you've got all that has come around. This is an important base. So yes, so now your leg is properly down there, Kelly. So now that you know you have to turn and revolve over the extended leg, let's make sure that the buttock bone is in line with the heel. So adjust yourself by cutting underneath, and that makes this outer hip region go in. This will give you a firmer, more solid base. Exhale, turn to the bent knee with your hand on the head of the knee. Raise yourself upward as you press down with both legs. The both legs moving down allow you to lift and ascend the sides of the body. Now, the right leg should be down. That should not be elevated. Once you've tucked the buttock under, the whole leg descends in place. Keep this orientation of the turn towards the left, and now extend the right arm down the inside of the calf with the palm facing out. And as you slide the arm in a straight arm position, get the straight arm position, and before you even turn the hand, just use the back of the hand against the leg and see how that full extension through the fingers may in fact allow this reaching of the right side towards the thigh. Now the body is very stiff, so with each exhalation you're trying to cultivate a revolving action in the back body, the left ribs following the right ribs, and then in front, the abdomen makes a turn. Now open up and extend the chest. Lean back with your head slightly, as you take the right side under. Turn your hand, get the full rotation. Bring your left arm in front of you, and see when you take the left arm in front, you can come around and catch on the elbow on the sticky mat, or the elbow against the knee. Let's just see here if we give you a little bit of a prop to extend. And now that rolling. Now what's going to pay off is a Parivrtta action on the chair, I hope. How you utilize the chair in Parivrtta Parsvakonasana. Tuck under the right buttock, lean and roll back, more, open up and expose the whole right side body so the left ribs don't fall down, and now extend the palm to the ear and reach down. As you reach down, you're striving to get the top ribs that may be elevated to go heavy down across the lower ribs. Is this too much, Amy? Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to extend here. That's right, and that turn. So the whole right ribs have to tuck in, and now open up the top elbow, roll the right elbow up, and remember, you have a base. So how you catch the left big toe and extend along the inside of the leg. The left big toe and the underside of the shin, that has to descend to get you more and more to turn. You're striving to get your head closer down towards the shin. And once you're secure, after you've taken a few deep breaths in, another inhalation, long exhalation. That's it, Kelly. So now you've got the full extension of the knee. And remember, there's a lift of the right buttock, of the left buttock. Grounding down the left leg. Go. And now, another breath in and come out. So more of that pressing, boosting, getting this movement. That's it. Yeah, this side you feel the opening of this side here. Yeah. Okay, stretch the legs out in front.